guys. Time to hit up Yuma, Arizona. See what's there. I know the Yuma Proving Grounds for the U.S. Army are on the way. And I think there's a historical prison here. And let's find out what else Yuma has to offer. Come along for the ride. Here at the Yuma Proving Grounds, they conduct tests on nearly every weapon in the ground combat arsenal. Nearly all of the long-range artillery testing for U.S. ground forces takes place here in an area almost completely removed from urban encroachment and noise concerns. Restricted airspace controlled by the test center amounts to over 5,000 square kilometers or 2,000 square miles. The grounds has the longest overland artillery range in the nation at 64 kilometers or 40 miles, the most highly instrumented helicopter armament test range in the Department of Defense, over 300 kilometers of road courses for testing tracked and wheeled military vehicles, and the most modern mine and demolition test facility in the Western Hemisphere. There are also realistic villages and road networks representing urban areas that have been constructed and are used for testing countermeasures to the threat of roadside bombs. In Yuma County, agriculture is the number one industry. With it being the sunniest city in the world, Yuma County is also the lettuce capital. Even in 2018, the city introduced the iceberg drop, lowering a giant illuminated lettuce, and 2 drops are held, with one at 10 p.m. to mark the arrival of New Year's in the Eastern Time Zone and a second at midnight local time. Check out old downtown Yuma. If you're into shopping in Yuma, apparently this is the place. Historic buildings with traditional architecture front the wide sidewalks, creating easy strolling and window shopping. Buildings range from some original adobe structures to brick and sleek steel, hinting at the generations of shoppers who have come downtown before us. Eateries and pubs dot the street sides. Stopping off for lunch, a quick bite, or a cold one make a great way to enjoy the downtown shops. On warm afternoons, shoppers will appreciate the deep arcades that cover the sidewalks to keep it cooler and breezier. The Yuma Territorial Prison was authorized by legislature in 1875 and $25,000 was budgeted for the project. Ground was broken on April 28, 1876, and some of the prisoners were pressed into service to build their own cells. The prisoners held a variety of law violators, including the legendary stagecoach robber Pearl Hart. The prison continued in operation for 33 years when, due to overcrowding, all inmates were moved to a new facility in Florence, Arizona. Before this bridge was built in 1915, early travelers were helped cross by Indians on crude rafts. Then several ferries operated from 1850 on. Ferries were built on site, held on course by ropes stretched across the river. All the water for the prison came from the river. Inmates dug a network of tunnels at the base of the hill which would fill with river water. From there, water was pumped up into the 85,000-gallon granite-walled tank, also of inmate construction, in 1893. A platform was built on top of the water tank to limit evaporation. A roof was added, and it became a guard tower. As smaller towers were added to the wall, this guard stand was glassed in and heated to provide sleeping quarters for guards. After the prison closed, this tower served various functions, including a civil defense lookout during World War II. Pearl Hart was a Canadian-born outlaw of the American Old West. She committed one of the last recorded stagecoach robberies in the United States, and her crime gained notoriety primarily because of her gender. This is a 1875 Lowell battery gun. Its unusual design only fired through the upper center barrel. When the barrel became overheated, it could be rotated out of the way and another barrel locked in place. The change could be made in a matter of seconds, allowing the operator to fire continuously with the assurance of a cool barrel at all times. Additionally, recoil was reduced and aim improved with the single top center firing barrel. Another unique feature for the time was the placement of the operating crank. The crank located directly to the rear allowed it to be turned without interfering with the gunner's vision. These comfy-looking beds were made in 1901. The change from the old wooden bunks became necessary in order to rid the cell house of bed bugs.
Is Barney K. Riggs. I'm considered something of a hero around here, at least by the guards, mind you. I'm no angel. I've done my share of drinking, fighting, killing, but just defended myself and my honor. I was sentenced to life in prison here for a crime that I would do all over again. Seems that my wife, Benny Riggs, had taken up with a fellow named Richmond Ellis.
You guys enjoyed your tour of Yuma, Arizona. Hope you guys liked the video. Parked here for a few days on some free BLM land, and gonna hang out here for a few days, and we'll see you next time. Talk to you guys later.